Good morning, ladies. You're looking fine. So last night was a bit of a disaster for me. When I camped where I did, I thought I was fine in terms of the direction of the wind and everything, and I wasn't quite as sheltered, and the direction of the wind changed in the night and the winds were very strong. Driving rain, didn't sleep a wink, and as you can imagine, I'm struggling with motivation this morning. But hey ho, just gotta keep motoring on. Right, onward. Yeah, I didn't even bother with breakfast this morning because the wind was that bad. I didn't think the stove would do particularly well. So I did check that there was a calf in a few miles time, quite a few miles, but nonetheless. Hopefully it'll be open. Could do with a full Welsh breakfast. Definitely one of the things missing from this trail are some benches. I've managed to find one. I'm taking a well-deserved rest, but it's putting off the moment of going through that gate over there and downhill for 2.5 miles to hopefully get my breakfast. But yeah, I'll not ponder longer. Story of my life. Walk an extra half mile or so and it's closed. Oh well. So as you just saw, Nigel's luck again. The cafe's always closed. Even worse in that case, it's closed down. And there was a pub across the road and that was closed as well. That's kind of the last big place until Welshpool, and it wasn't particularly big. Good news is I managed to stock up on water, so happy with that. Clean fresh water. Definitely going to get my feet wet. Oh. 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 Definitely a fun experience. Help, I'm lost in the woods. Sign at last. Well, the good news, I haven't lost my way. And I think we're getting close to coming out of the woods. Basically, don't ride your horse on this. It's not robust enough. This is where I am tonight. Look, I get my own bench and table and flower pot, of course, and I don't have far to walk for the water. So I managed to do about 22 miles today, and I've got 33 left to do, obviously over the next 2 days. And I did about 3,500 feet of climb as well. So quite a full-on day, especially having no sleep and no breakfast. Disaster really. And the weather last night was awful, but today it's looking pretty good. Calmed down quite a bit, but I think not being on a hillside makes a big difference. So I'm gonna get some tea on, and then I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, I didn't go here last night, but it is literally just around the corner. Should have been tempted. 1310 as well. And certainly an unusual name. Can't linger. And this place has a cafe and shop. Well, of course, you know what I'm going to say. It was closed when I got here. Luckily, I wasn't reliant on it, but good to know that it's here. So this place has got everything. So as I mentioned, I have a lot of this morning. As you can see from the map. And I was thinking, because, yeah, I mean, forest paths are great if you want to just zoom through the miles. But after a while, the landscape does get quite a bit boring. And I was thinking, I've forgotten my earphones. Now, I'm always in a bit of a quandary with earphones. Should I bring them on the trail or not? I am interested in what you think about that. Because it's like, it's a bit of faff having them. But then when I get to moments like this, I go, oh yeah. Anyhow, let me have your thoughts. It's suddenly got more interesting. So that sign says we go that way, which is basically walking down a stream. Hang on, I'll just check. This can't be right. So I have checked. It does seem right. I find it very bizarre. I'm lucky that I'm not doing this in winter, say, or after a heavy rainfall. I have got my feet a little bit wet. Not too bad. Makes life interesting. And there's a gate ahead, so I suppose that confirms it. Well, I've done some strange things. Yeah, you could even go through the ford if you wanted to, but I think I'll take the bridge. Yeah, there's the signs to confirm doing the right thing. I guess we go that way. And of course now I'm really appreciating the forest route. It's just when you get on those big broad grey tracks that boredom sets in. And as you can see, another very clear sign. Of course, occasionally you come across this. That has to be wanton vandalisation. There you go, that's better. Oh yes, we're going this way. For a brief moment I went down there. What I didn't spot is the fact that it's down here. I can see why it's brought you this way. You can get some decent views of the dam. Well, we're heading away from the dam now, and I'm getting quite excited because there's a shop ahead. I think that's it in the distance, and I can see, I think, someone coming out of it. Oh, you can't imagine the excitement for me. Must make sure I don't get lost by getting there. So biscuits and all the flavours of Welsh cake you could think of. Salted caramel, caramel and raisin, honey and ginger. I'll definitely be partaking there. Not sure I need any wine on the, that'd be interesting though. Oh, and of course chocolate. I've got my fill of chocolate. I'm told we do warm food as well. Oh, right.
Good morning.
Yeah, great shop. And Andrew, the guy who runs the shop, really nice bloke, good to chat to. And in fact, he's even done a 180-mile charity walk. Ask him about that. good to know about. And yeah, like I say, variety of things that you can buy. He does hot food as well. Open every day of the week. None of this closing Monday, Tuesday malarkey. He's open every day of the week. The only day he's closed is Christmas Day. So you shouldn't have any problems on the trail, I don't think. And what's even better, just round, is it better? No. Well, as well, there are toilets round the corner, like probably 50 meters from the actual shop. So yeah, a great location to stop and while away the hour or two that I did. Right, yep, I am going the right direction, good to know. So I'll see you guys later. Ah, yep, here's the turning. And this looks kind of steep. Cracker. It goes on forever. Well, I may have finished with the steps, but I'm still going uphill. Ah, okay. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I took the wind out myself. In fact, that's a good reason why you should go to the shop. Top up on all your drink and food. You're going to need it. I think this is one of the last bits of forest I'm going to be doing. That is where we are now, and this map, yep, we're here. Gonna follow this river and then we come off and head in that direction. And this, along the river here and back again, is the Anne Griffiths Walk, who was a famous poet. And I think her words were converted into hymns. She was a Calvinist. Yeah, in fact it says here, a famous hymn writer. From here to Pont Robert, 7 miles away. way is it, guys? No, I don't think it's that way. And over there I can recommend the toilets. I had to capture this. Oh yeah. Evening, folks. I managed to do 23 miles today. And I think there's like 4,200 feet of ascent. The ascent really surprises me. You don't like get real hard mountains or hills to climb. It's just constant up and down, and obviously it all adds up bit by bit. In fact, today's been a good day because the weather has been beautiful. Maybe a little bit too windy at times, but overall probably the best day. Hence I was able to put the miles in. Well, that only leaves tomorrow. 10 miles tomorrow. And in fact, one of the reasons I was putting the miles in today is tomorrow it's supposed to be raining. So I thought, get the miles in, and then let's have, if I'm going to be miserable, let's make it as small as possible. So hopefully, I just have to do the 10 miles, get them done, and get on the train at Welshpool, where we finish. Right, I'm enjoying this field though, beautiful field. Just the right kind of setting, watching the sun go down. This is the life. Right, see you in the morning, guys. Bye for now. Well, I can't complain this morning. Last night it was supposed to be heavy rain. I don't think I had any. And this morning, light rain. Not raining at the moment. So the start of the day is reasonably good. As you can see, I'm all packed, ready to go. Leave no trace except maybe some trampled grass. And that's the direction I'm going in. It's a beautiful meadow. Keep meaning to talk about these. So quite often there's a label there saying lift. Yeah, so lift and across. But what often happens is this comes off. Right, you can see this one's loose. It'll come off eventually. And they're there for this reason. And I actually haven't seen any horse hooves in the mud or anything all the time I've been walking. I'm sure they're expensive to put in place, and they're always breaking. Obviously the idea is you can open the gate without getting off your horse. Well, I think that's what it's for. So the navigation on the next 10 miles or this stretch to Welshpool, I can see it's a little bit tricky because you're kind of going on and off the road every now and again. and I did nearly walk past one of the signs. Quite often they're tucked into a corner. Lovely house. So I saw the "please shut the gate" sign. I'm stood around here looking for where I'm going, and then this caught my eye. Yep, warning, free range grandchildren playing. And then I turn around and it's actually up there. Problems of keeping your head down now because it's raining. Anyhow, we're going over there somewhere. Welcome to Golfer Hill. And as it says here, since 1932, home to Welshpool Golf Club. Well, that's very handy. Oh. Well, thank you to whoever's done this. So I've climbed up this hill here, and I can't believe the golf course is actually on the top. Must be 1200 feet high. Must be an interesting game of golf when the wind and the rain's blowing. Well, according to the map, just round here there's some hall or other. Interesting to see. Oh wow, okay. Wow. So that's the name of the hall, and over there looks like they've tried to carve a Welsh dragon. There's the official finish. We'll start. There we go. It's finished. 134 miles across the mid-shires of Wales, I would say. Very different to what a lot of people experience in terms of it's not mountainous particularly and not a coastal path, but something quite different. Anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you get a chance, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye folks.